Hello everyone. I wanted to do my ethnography about the Yoruba religion, which is highly discriminated among those people who constantly enjoy talking down about all the cultures and ways of living that are different from their own. First, I will tell you that this specific religion embraces the traditional religious and spiritual practice of the Yoruba people from the southwest of Nigeria. Consequently, it is based on a Ita or history that simply states that all human beings pass through destiny or fate. Now, the reason for what I know about this religious practice is because African slaves were forced to live and work in Cuba, country where I was born. These slaves were also obliged to idolize the unknown gods from the Christianity from the Spain colonizers. Nowadays, this practice goes beyond the skin color, and more people are being accepted and loved by the African gods. However, as I said before, all the people despise it, and I think that is mainly because there is some deep fear within them. These people brag that all what the practitioners do is to affect other people, that they do witchcraft, that they live away from the truth and one God, that they are ignorant and sinners, and the list goes on and on. How I describe it is completely different because there is beauty in every culture. And most of these believers are very loyal, has a lot of faith, and they live with a lot of resilience within. Now, as with any other culture, Yoruba practitioners use certain vocabulary to communicate with their own community. Here, I will explain you the most common ones. Olodumare is also known as Almighty and is the same manifestation of the supreme creator and source of the world. He doesn't have any father or mother, for he is the origin of mortality and virtue, since Olodumare created all other forces of the universe to help continue the evolution of the universe itself. How Olodumare is described by being aloof, he does not really want to interfere with earthly matters, and that's why he let the Orishas, who are his sons and daughters, to interfere in humans' problems through sacrifices, divinations, spiritual possession, and more. Now, Ifa is a system of divination through which the great priest, Orunmila, reveals prophecies to the human world. Ifa aphorisms, stories, and poems are not written down because they are orally shared from one Babalao to another. That's why Yoruba people consult Ifa for divine mediation and spiritual direction. Now, a Babalao is a priest of Ifa and is also known as the father of mysteries because it represents the teachings of Orunmila. Ache is a force that runs through all things, as a power to make things happen. It is used in greetings and prayers, for it is a concept of a spiritual growth. There are a lot of gods in the Yoruba religion, but I would just name you the most popular ones. Oshun is a goddess of love, fertility, sensuality, beauty, and gold. She lives in the sweet waters of the world, and she is symbolized by wearing yellow clothes and using honey for magical remedies. Yemaya lives in all the waters of the planet, and she's associated with feminine mysteries because she's a protector of all women. She governs over childbirth, conception, parenting, child safety, love, and healing. However, Jemaya can be very destructive and violent when losing her temper by evoking the waters of the world. Jango is one of the most feared gods and also referred as Seven Thunders. He was a powerful warrior, for he is a god of lightning, thunder, and fire. He's also represented with an axe and by wearing white and red clothes. Orunmila is a witness of fate, is the Orisha of wisdom, knowledge, and divination. He is also known by having a second hand in the creation of the universe, for he helped Olodumare create the universe. The miraculous Babaluaye is the Orisha of healing, of the land, of respect for the elderly, and protector of health. He heals those who are close to death, and he is well known for being the healer of all skin diseases. However, some people fear Babaluaye because he is believed to bring disease upon humans. He is also represented with 2 wounded dogs and by wearing purple clothes. As you can imagine at this point, throughout the Yoruba ceremonies, there are animal sacrifices, and people are smoking tobacco, drinking alcohol, their music is super loud, there is good spirit, and they dance and sing to evoke the Orishas and receive their blessings. What is interesting about the different religions in the world is that without exemption, they all share a common root and also a common reason for believers to believe. For example, Olodumare is idolized and described like the god in the Bible. The African slaves did not have other option than to merge their deities with a Catholic saint. The version of the charity of the cobra is Ochun. Jemaya is associated with Virgin Mary. Jango is related to Saint Barbara. Orunmila is correlated to Saint Francisco of Assisi, and Babaluaye is loved as Saint Lazarus. Also, the Roman and Greek empires shared the same religious stories, but they all used different names for the gods. According to the Roman mythology, it narrates that Rome was founded by 2 twin gods, Romulus and Remus. When these brothers grew older, they wanted to form a new city, but they couldn't agree on where it should be created. Consequently, they fought over such contradiction, and Romulus ended up killing Remus. Doesn't this story remind you of Cain and Abel? Now, I will also share with you some information about certain deities in the Roman Empire, which have very common feature with the Yoruba religion. Jupiter is a king of gods, the god of thunder and lightning, just like Jango. Juno was a goddess of women and fertility, just like Jemaja. And Venus was a goddess of love and beauty, like Ochun. Also, the Oracle of Delphi was a famous institution in ancient Greece dedicated to the god Apollo. Thousands of Greeks would go to the temple for divine consultation and spiritual guidance, where the Pythia, which was the high priestess, served as his oracle. Don't you see that it's almost all the same? That history keeps repeating itself? How far away cultures share so many similarities in between? This can't be a coincidence, because the world was all created at the same time. It doesn't matter if it wasn't 7 days or it took centuries for it, because we all share the same needs, the guidance of a higher power to help us navigate through life. Thank you for watching.